12 Stoic techniques to master your emotions. In the vast expanse of time, human emotions have remained a powerful force, shaping destinies and histories alike. Yet, within the quiet corridors of the mind, a more profound power awaits: the mastery of our own emotions. To embrace this mastery, we turn to the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided seekers of truth for centuries. As we journey through the teachings of Stoic legends and philosophers, we uncover 12 transformative techniques to master our emotions, forging an inner strength that stands unyielding against the tempests of life. 1. Embrace the present moment. In the relentless march of time, the present moment is all we truly possess. Epictetus, the venerable Stoic sage, reminds us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. These words echo through the ages, a call to release the grip of past regrets and future anxieties. The human mind is often ensnared by the shadows of what was and the phantoms of what might be, but true freedom is found in the now. Imagine standing on the shore, gazing at the horizon. The past is the receding tide, the future the waves yet to come, but the present is the sand beneath your feet, solid, real, and grounding. By anchoring ourselves in the present moment, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This is not to say we ignore our past or disregard our future, but rather, we recognize that our power lies in how we choose to act in the present. To embrace the present moment is to cultivate mindfulness, a practice of deep awareness and acceptance. When we catch ourselves drifting into memories or worries, we gently bring our focus back to the present. This requires patience and practice, but with time, it becomes second nature. As we become more present, we find that our emotional responses are tempered by clarity and purpose, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. 2. Cultivate inner equanimity. Life's turmoil often seeks to unbalance us, yet within lies a wellspring of equanimity. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, speaks to us through the ages. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In this simple yet profound truth, we uncover the essence of Stoic resilience. Equanimity, the state of being calm and composed, is not a passive acceptance of fate, but an active engagement with the world, grounded in an unshakable inner peace. It is the calm eye within the storm, the steady hand that guides the ship through turbulent seas. To cultivate equanimity, we must first recognize that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. This practice begins with self-awareness, the vigilant observation of our thoughts and emotions. When faced with adversity, instead of reacting impulsively, we pause and reflect. We ask ourselves, what is within my control? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values and principles? By shifting our focus from what we cannot control to what we can, we reclaim our power and maintain our inner balance. Equanimity also involves accepting the impermanence of all things. The Stoics teach us that everything in life is transient: success and failure, joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain. By embracing this impermanence, we learn to let go of our attachment to outcomes and find peace in the journey itself. We come to understand that true strength lies not in resisting change, but in adapting to it with grace and wisdom. 3. Practice negative visualization. One of the most striking and counterintuitive techniques of Stoicism is negative visualization. Seneca, a master of this practice, advises, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By contemplating the worst-case scenarios, we prepare ourselves for life's inevitable hardships and build emotional resilience. Negative visualization involves imagining the loss of what we hold dear: our loved ones, our possessions, our status. This is not to dwell in pessimism, but to awaken gratitude for what we have and to fortify our spirits against potential losses. When we envision these scenarios, we strip them of their power to terrify us. We come to terms with the fact that nothing is guaranteed, and in this acceptance, we find a deeper appreciation for the present. This practice also helps us prioritize what truly matters. When we contemplate the fragility of life, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of material wealth and superficial achievements. Our focus shifts to the cultivation of virtues, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of wisdom. In doing so, we align our lives with the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature and reason. 4. Harness the dichotomy of control. The dichotomy of control is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, articulated clearly by Epictetus. Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing. To master our emotions, we must distinguish between what we can and cannot control. This distinction liberates us from the futile effort of trying to control the uncontrollable and directs our energy toward what is within our power. Our thoughts, actions, and attitudes are our domain, and by focusing on these, we cultivate a sense of agency and empowerment. When confronted with challenges, we remind ourselves of this dichotomy. We accept that external events and the actions of others are beyond our control, and we focus instead on our response. This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth and learning. We become architects of our own lives, shaping our destiny through deliberate and mindful action. By embracing the dichotomy of control, we also develop emotional resilience. We learn to remain calm in the face of adversity, knowing that our true power lies within. This inner strength enables us to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and poise, embodying the Stoic ideal of a life lived in harmony with nature and reason. 5. Engage in daily reflection. Daily reflection is a practice that Marcus Aurelius himself cherished. In his Meditations, he advises, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." To master our emotions, we must cultivate a habit of self-examination, reflecting on our actions, thoughts, and feelings each day. This practice involves setting aside time each evening to review the events of the day. We ask ourselves, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? How did I respond to challenges and setbacks? Through this introspection, we gain insight into our patterns of behavior and identify areas for improvement. We celebrate our successes and learn from our mistakes, continually striving to align our actions with our Stoic principles. Daily reflection also fosters a sense of accountability. By regularly assessing our progress, we hold ourselves responsible for our growth and development. This practice encourages us to be honest with ourselves, acknowledging our weaknesses and working diligently to overcome them. It is a continuous journey of self-improvement, guided by the wisdom of the Stoic tradition. Moreover, daily reflection deepens our understanding of the impermanent nature of life. We come to appreciate each day as a unique and valuable opportunity for growth. We cultivate gratitude for the present moment and resolve to make the most of our time. This mindful awareness of the fleeting nature of life strengthens our commitment to living virtuously and purposefully. 6. Cultivate virtue as the highest good. For the Stoics, virtue is the highest good, the ultimate goal of human life. As Seneca asserts, virtue alone is the unerring guide in life. To master our emotions, we must strive to cultivate the 4 cardinal virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Wisdom involves the pursuit of knowledge and understanding, the ability to discern what is truly valuable in life. It requires us to question our assumptions, seek truth, and make informed decisions. By cultivating wisdom, we gain clarity and insight, enabling us to navigate our emotions with discernment and rationality. Courage is the strength to face challenges and adversity with resolve and fortitude. It is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. By cultivating courage, we develop the resilience to endure hardships and the determination to pursue our goals, regardless of the obstacles we encounter. Justice is the commitment to fairness and integrity, the recognition of our interconnectedness with others. It requires us to act with compassion, empathy, and respect for the dignity of all people. By cultivating justice, we build harmonious relationships and contribute to the well-being of our communities. Temperance is the practice of self-control and moderation, the ability to regulate our desires and impulses. It involves setting boundaries, practicing restraint, and finding balance in all aspects of life. By cultivating temperance, we gain mastery over our emotions, avoiding excess and maintaining equilibrium. By making virtue our highest priority, we align our lives with the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature and reason. We become exemplars of moral excellence, embodying the qualities that define true human greatness. 7. Accept fate with amor fati. Amor fati, the love of fate, is a profound Stoic teaching that calls us to embrace our circumstances, whatever they may be. As Epictetus teaches, do not seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather, wish for things to happen as they do, and you will be serene. To master our emotions, we must learn to accept our fate with grace and equanimity. This does not mean passively resigning ourselves to whatever happens, but actively embracing our circumstances as opportunities for growth and learning. We recognize that everything that occurs, whether good or bad, is part of the larger tapestry of life, woven by forces beyond our control. By practicing amor fati, we cultivate a mindset of radical acceptance. We let go of our resistance to reality and find peace in the present moment. We understand that suffering arises not from the events themselves, but from our desire for things to be different. By releasing this desire, we free ourselves from unnecessary pain and discover a deep inner tranquility. Amor fati also involves finding meaning and purpose in our experiences. We ask ourselves, how can I use this situation to grow? What lessons can I learn? By reframing challenges as opportunities for self-improvement, we transform adversity into a catalyst for personal and spiritual development. We become alchemists, turning the lead of misfortune into the gold of wisdom and resilience. 8. Focus on what you can give, not what you can get. The Stoics teach us that true fulfillment comes not from what we acquire, but from what we contribute. As Marcus Aurelius writes, the fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good. To master our emotions, we must shift our focus from self-centered desires to selfless service. This involves cultivating a spirit of generosity and compassion, recognizing that we are part of a larger whole. We find joy and meaning in helping others, knowing that our actions contribute to the greater good. By focusing on what we can give, we transcend our personal concerns and connect with something greater than ourselves. This shift in perspective also transforms our relationships. Instead of seeking validation, approval, or material gain, we approach our interactions with a mindset of giving and contributing. We become more empathetic, understanding, and supportive, building deeper and more meaningful connections with others. Focusing on what we can give also aligns us with the Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature and reason. We recognize that our true purpose is not to amass wealth or status, but to develop our character and contribute to the well-being of our community. By embracing this purpose, we find fulfillment and contentment, free from the restless pursuit of external rewards. 9. Remember the impermanence of all things. The Stoics remind us that everything in life is fleeting. As Seneca eloquently puts it, let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day, The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. To master our emotions, we must cultivate an awareness of the impermanence of all things. This awareness helps us to appreciate the present moment and to prioritize what truly matters. We recognize that life is short and unpredictable, and we resolve to live each day fully and meaningfully. This practice involves letting go of our attachment to material possessions, status, and external validation. We understand that these things are temporary and cannot provide lasting happiness or fulfillment. Instead, we focus on the cultivation of virtues, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of wisdom. By embracing the impermanence of life, we also develop a sense of gratitude. We appreciate the beauty and preciousness of each moment, and we find joy in the simple things. This gratitude helps us to stay grounded and to maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. 10. Practice voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed in the power of voluntary discomfort to build resilience and strengthen character. Seneca, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, often engaged in this practice, as he advised, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, 'Is this the condition that I feared?'" By deliberately embracing discomfort, we can fortify ourselves against life's inevitable hardships and reduce our dependency on external comforts. Voluntary discomfort involves intentionally putting ourselves in situations that are challenging or uncomfortable, not as an act of self-punishment, but as a means of building mental and emotional toughness. This might include fasting, enduring physical exertion, spending time without modern conveniences, or practicing humility through simple living. These acts of self-imposed hardship serve multiple purposes. Firstly, they help us develop a sense of gratitude for what we have. When we experience life without our usual comforts, we begin to appreciate them more deeply. This gratitude fosters a positive outlook and reduces our tendency to take things for granted. We learn to value the simple pleasures of life and to find contentment in modest circumstances. Secondly, voluntary discomfort prepares us for real adversity. Life is unpredictable, and hardships are inevitable. By practicing discomfort, we condition our minds and bodies to endure difficult situations with grace and resilience. We become less fearful of potential challenges because we have already faced and overcome similar situations voluntarily. This builds confidence in our ability to handle whatever life throws our way. Moreover, this practice strengthens our willpower and self-control. In a world that constantly bombards us with temptations and distractions, the ability to exercise restraint and discipline is invaluable. By choosing discomfort, we reinforce our capacity to make deliberate choices rather than being driven by our impulses. This self-discipline extends to other areas of our lives, enabling us to pursue our goals with greater focus and determination. 11. Maintain a cosmic perspective. The Stoics were keen observers of the universe and often reflected on the vastness of the cosmos to gain perspective on their own lives. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, urges us to look beyond our immediate concerns, dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. By contemplating the grandeur of the universe, we can place our own struggles in context and develop a sense of humility and wonder. Maintaining a cosmic perspective means recognizing our place in the vast expanse of existence. It is an exercise in humility, reminding us that we are but a small part of a much larger whole. When we gaze at the stars or contemplate the immensity of the universe, our personal problems and anxieties often seem insignificant by comparison. This realization can be profoundly liberating, freeing us from the tyranny of our daily worries. This perspective also encourages us to think beyond our immediate circumstances and to consider the long-term implications of our actions. We are part of a continuum that stretches across time and space, connected to those who came before us and those who will follow. This awareness fosters a sense of responsibility and stewardship, motivating us to act in ways that contribute to the greater good. Furthermore, a cosmic perspective nurtures a sense of awe and wonder. The Stoics believed that contemplating the natural world and its intricate order could inspire a deeper appreciation for life. By marveling at the complexity and beauty of the universe, we cultivate a sense of gratitude and reverence for existence itself. This gratitude, in turn, enhances our emotional resilience, helping us to navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. To maintain a cosmic perspective, we can engage in practices that connect us with the natural world. Spending time in nature, observing the night sky, studying the sciences, and reflecting on philosophical and spiritual questions can all help us to cultivate this broader view. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we develop a mindset that transcends our immediate concerns and aligns us with the wisdom of the Stoic tradition. 12. Use reason to guide your emotions. Reason is the bedrock of Stoic philosophy, a tool for understanding and mastering our emotions. As Epictetus famously stated, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. To master our emotions, we must learn to apply reason to our thoughts and perceptions, challenging irrational beliefs and cultivating a mindset rooted in reality and wisdom. The practice of using reason to guide our emotions begins with self-awareness. We must become attentive to our thoughts and the narratives we create about our experiences. Often, it is not the events themselves that cause us distress, but the interpretations and judgments we attach to them. By examining these interpretations through the lens of reason, we can identify and correct cognitive distortions that lead to unnecessary suffering. One powerful technique for applying reason to our emotions is cognitive reframing. This involves consciously shifting our perspective on a situation to view it in a more rational and constructive light. For example, if we find ourselves feeling anxious about an upcoming event, we can reframe our thoughts by focusing on the opportunities it presents rather than the potential risks. This shift in perspective can help us to approach the situation with greater confidence and calm. Another important aspect of this practice is the cultivation of rational detachment. The Stoics teach us to view our experiences with a degree of objective detachment, recognizing that our emotions are natural responses but not necessarily reflections of reality. By observing our emotions without becoming consumed by them, we create space for reason to guide our actions. This detachment allows us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, leading to more balanced and effective decision-making. To strengthen our capacity for rational thought, we can engage in regular study and reflection. The writings of Stoic philosophers, as well as works of literature, science, and philosophy, provide valuable insights into the nature of human experience and the principles of rational thinking. By immersing ourselves in these teachings, we develop a deeper understanding of the world and our place within it, equipping ourselves with the knowledge and perspective needed to navigate our emotions wisely. Moreover, the practice of journaling can be an effective tool for applying reason to our emotions. By writing about our experiences, thoughts, and feelings, we create a space for reflection and analysis. This process helps us to clarify our thoughts, identify patterns, and develop more rational interpretations of our experiences. Over time, journaling can become a powerful habit that reinforces our commitment to reason and emotional mastery. As we journey through the teachings of Stoicism, we uncover 12 transformative techniques to master our emotions and cultivate inner strength. By embracing the present moment, cultivating inner equanimity, practicing negative visualization, harnessing the dichotomy of control, engaging in daily reflection, cultivating virtue as the highest good, accepting fate with a more fatty, focusing on what we can give, remembering the impermanence of all things, practicing voluntary discomfort, maintaining a cosmic perspective, and using reason to guide our emotions, we forge a path to true emotional resilience and fulfillment. This path is not easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. As we strive to embody these principles, we become exemplars of Stoic wisdom and virtue, living lives of purpose, meaning, and tranquility. Let us walk this path together, supporting and inspiring one another as we master our emotions and achieve true inner strength. In the words of Seneca, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Let us make our lives a testament to the enduring power of Stoic philosophy, a beacon of strength and serenity in a turbulent world. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Let's strive to live better, more respectful lives. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic.